October 24th, and I'm so excited for this weekend because I am going to Phoenix for the weekend to see one of my best friends. I just feel like that I needed a vacation. I haven't had one in like almost 2 years, so I felt like it was the right time that I kind of needed just to get away and just have some time to myself. You know what I mean? We were supposed to go to Miami earlier in the year. We were supposed to go in March, and then it got pushed back until May, and then it just never happened. I was really counting on that, and we really wanted to go, and then unfortunately it just didn't work out. Now that my hours have kind of slowed down a little bit and I actually have time, I thought it would be the best time to go. Today I'm just running errands because I'm going to be leaving on Friday, so in 2 days, and then I'll be coming back on Monday, so I'm just going for the weekend, just a little quick trip. You know, you just like those times when you just feel overwhelmed by everything that's like happening or not happening in your life, and you just feel like you have to take a step back, you know? And I feel like that's what's happening right now, is that I'm just getting worn out, I guess, so to speak. And it's just always good to relax and have some time to yourself. Otherwise, you're just gonna go crazy. So I'm just going by myself. I just wanted to kind of vlog and, you know, just share with you guys my little trip here. It's like kind of cloudy today and rainy, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. I love this weather. It's definitely fall weather, that's for sure. After I got off the plane, we took my luggage back to his apartment because I didn't want all my makeup and stuff to melt in the heat. One of my all-time favorite places on the West Coast to eat is In-N-Out Burger, and we're supposed to be getting one here in Colorado, but it's probably gonna take a long time. I was just craving it forever. When we first got in there, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I hope that I still remember how to order. And thankfully it was exactly what I wanted. So yay. I usually get the double animal style and with fries and a chocolate shake. The next day after I landed on Saturday, we went antique shopping. Eugene had never been to an antique shop before. You guys, like, I was seriously so devastated. There was this vintage Barbie, and I've been looking for one forever, and it was, I think it was one of the originals, to be honest. It said that it had the original swimsuit, and then that the hair needed to be brushed, but on the tag I couldn't really tell like what year it was exactly, but they had it like in a giant case, and I wanted it so bad, but it was $90. And I was like, yeah, no. Hector's gonna be so mad at me if I get that. I unfortunately had to let it go, and I'm still kind of sad about it. I'm still regretting that I didn't get it. I'm sure that I could probably find one on eBay or something, or I'm just thinking about getting like a reproduction one. I have one here at our antique store. It's been there for a while. I was so sad. I did find this cute little like clutch thing. It's like a vintage purse, and it has like the little strap on here, and then it has the kind of pearl thing on the top, and then you just like open it, and it's just kind of like a cute little purse thing. At least I found something. After the antique store, we went to one of my other favorite restaurants that we have back in Montana that I used to work at. It's called Cafe Rio. It's kind of like a Mexican grill. My favorite thing to get there is the barbacoa quesadilla with tomatillo ranch. I was craving that also because our one here, it's like 45 minutes away, and I usually only go there like once a year, if that, if we're even up in the area. After we had lunch, my mom was actually looking for a Stevie Nicks record because she's a huge Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac fan. So I was trying to look for something for her at the antique store, but they didn't have the one that she was looking for. So Eugene suggested that we go to this record store that he goes to all the time. We went there, and at first, like, I was having no luck whatsoever. Like, I could not find a single thing that I was looking for on my list. I didn't find anything on my mom's stuff, but I did get some goodies for myself. I was going through like the clearance section, and then I found this. I don't have any Christmas records yet, so this was perfect, and it's the Elvis Sings Wonderful World of Christmas. And then I came across this, and it's just the Etta James Greatest Hits. I haven't unwrapped anything yet. I haven't even unpacked. So that shows how lazy I've been these past couple of days. This is one of my all-time favorite movies, and they had it on YouTube for a while, but I think they took it off. It's like one of my comfort movies, like whenever I'm feeling like anxious or kind of just off, it's like one of the movies that I go to kind of make me feel better. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original, with Gene Wilder. This one was kind of a like last minute impulse buy, I guess you could say. I was actually looking for a movie collection with Jane Mansfield, because she's one of my favorite actresses, but they didn't have any there in like their vintage selection of movies and box sets and whatnot. But I did come across this. My mom said that she was actually trying to find something like this for me for my birthday, but she couldn't find it. So it's just a collection of 3 James Dean movies, because I love me some James Dean. Has East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and so I've heard of those two. Those ones are pretty well known. And then there's one in here called Giant, which I've never seen before, so I'll have to check that out. On Sunday, we went up to like this kind of ghost town, I guess. So today we're at a ghost town. There's like all these different shops and little things that you can do. There was like this museum there that had a bunch of different stuff from like the Wild West and like the 1800s and everything like that.
my gold mine.
We go into like this kind of gem and rock type store. I love amethyst. I've seen them in other places too, and I've always skipped out on it. This time I was like, screw it. I was like, I'm getting it because I want it. I got this one. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Kind of matches my sweater today. After the ghost town, we went to like this lake. We just kind of went there for a second and for like maybe 10 minutes or so and just kind of hung out, and I just kind of liked watching the little waves. It just reminded me of when I was younger and we would go with my aunt on like boating trips and like this reservoir, and we would just like go inner tubing and just hang out on the boat all day. We went to this restaurant and it's called Tortilla Flats, where they have literally dollar bills from everybody that's visited, and they just like plaster it on the wall. Like they're just stapled everywhere on the wall. It's crazy. There was like literally no room to put ours, so we just kind of put behind another dollar, and we didn't write anything on it or whatever because we were like, I don't know what to write. Something weird happened. So I went to sign my ticket, like my receipt. I usually give a tip. Like that's usually so unlike me. Unless I can't afford it, absolutely strapped, I'll most likely give a tip. I don't know why. I didn't. And I just kind of skipped over it without even thinking. I went to walk out the door to get ready to leave, and this waitress, she literally runs to come get me, and then she's like, hey, hold on a second. So we turn around and she's like, can you fill this out please? And I looked at it and I was like, oh my god. I was like, the tip, how could I forget? I filled it out and gave it to the cashier or whatever, but I never had that happen. Like, I guess she was really desperate for that tip. I mean, I don't know. So I thought I wanted to go for a swim. So I went to jump in and it was like ice. And I was like, nope. Sunday evening was my last night there. I'd never been to a tiki bar before. I really wanted to do that while I was there. We did find one in downtown Phoenix that looked pretty cool. We had to make reservations for it though. I guess like it's like super small. You have to make reservations like 24 hours in advance. We decided to Uber there, or Lyft. I guess we took Lyft. Our first driver was crazy. Let me tell you that right now. He couldn't find us, first of all, and we got in and everything, and we were heading on the highway, and like a little next to the exit, you know how there's like the highway and then there's like a little patch and then the exit to get off. He stops in that like that little patch on the side of the highway and was like, well, where do I go? Like, where do I get off at? We don't know. Like, we've never been to this place before. He even had a GPS in his car. You can't look at your GPS. Like, yeah, it kind of tells you like where you need to go. At first, like, we couldn't find it. And I guess like it's inside of another bar and it's like downstairs. It was pretty cool. I have some clips here that I'm gonna show you, but it was really loud though, so I do apologize for everybody, especially those guys sitting next to us. everybody was just getting kind of rowdy and ridiculous. Like they had all these kind of theatrics and everything, and it just went with the theme. And at one point, like they had like thunder noises, and it started like making lightning. It was like we were on a ship. So they had these things like out into the wall where they had videos playing of like the scenery. So at one point there was a forest, and then when it started raining, there was like rain in the forest. And I have a little clip of that as well. All of a sudden, like we would get attacked, and there was like arrows. There was like an arrow sticking out of you, like you got injured. And it was just a lot of fun. I totally forgot that it was Halloween weekend. I don't know if the guy worked there, if he was from upstairs, like the bar upstairs. I'm not really sure. He was dressed as a pirate. And we were like, oh, that's convenient. Drinks were pretty big. It was kind of pricey, but I mean, hey, it was kind of cool. So it have souvenir mugs. So I was just gonna get like a little shot glass, but I guess they were out of those. So I just ended up getting this large glass that they had, and it just has like all these tiki faces on it. So all in all, I had a pretty good trip, and it was nice to kind of get away for a while. Feeling pretty refreshed and just ready to take on normal life again. I'm back in Colorado now for 3 days, I think. Got back on Monday the 29th. Today is now November 1st, so today's Thursday. I got back, like, the first couple of days were kind of rough just with some personal stuff, but we got that all straightened out. My stress level is now back down. Today is just kind of a chill day to catch up on everything, because these last couple of days I've not been wanting to do anything, like literally nothing. So I cleaned, and I cleaned Karma, my chinchilla, or my, sorry, that's how me and my boyfriend say it, since he speaks Spanish. I cleaned my chinchilla's cage and everything, so my apartment is now clean again. Thank God, because I came back and I was like, yeah, no. I'm still adjusting to the weather again. It has been a little bit chilly. I'm about to go try to mail my voting ballot, my election ballot thing. Hopefully they're open. There's just one down the street from me, which is most convenient because I don't really want to drive all the way clear across town to drop it off. And then I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna come back and chill out. I have to finish some laundry, so I'll probably just come back and do that. Hopefully tomorrow at work everything goes great, and hopefully it's not too stressful of a day after a week of being off, so I'll have to get into the groove of that again. You know how it is, like after you come back from a vacation, you're like, what am I doing? Huh? Last night on Halloween, we just kind of chilled and watched movies. I actually had a lot of trick-or-treaters this year, surprisingly. I usually don't. Last year we had like, I want to say maybe 4. That's it. But this year we had like 9. pretty soon it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and then it's gonna be Christmas, and the year's almost over. It's crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you want to see more vlogs, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys later.